COVID, humanity collectively learned absolutely fucking nothing! Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, you know what fucking time it is, bitch!
Antivirus shit, and y'all expect for us to trust that shit. Bitch, no, I'm not trusting that. Like I said, y'all said that shit about the vid 2019.
I'm fucking speechless. If food keep going up, if the gas keep going up, ain't nobody gonna be alive around this motherfucker from starvation and not being able to go to fucking work so they can buy the high-ass food.
Girl, so it's being reported that the first case of the HANTAVIRUS was diagnosed in fucking Israel.
And Americans are furious and they are reacting to this new hantavirus that is gradually spreading across America. Now we learned it has spread to I think about 12 countries and it's still counting. Listen, this is crazy. We don't know how this is going to be. We don't know how far it is going to spread. They say they don't have any cure for it yet. Like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what exactly the World Health Organization is doing about it. But this is a new virus that I learned it is spreading, hantavirus. It started in a ship and most of the people in the ships have actually docked off or even left the ship to their various countries. So now I learned it is gradually spreading in America. I don't want to talk much. Let's go into the video. There are Americans reacting to this and also giving some details to what exactly is happening in America right now. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. You don't lose anything by liking. Just give the video a thumbs up. Let's go.
So let me get this straight. There was a cruise ship outbreak involving a virus with a 30 to 50% mortality rate. And instead of immediately locking shit down, quarantining people, sounding fucking alarms, they basically went, okay, everyone, thank you for sailing with us. Have safe travels home. And now we're finding out that this strain of the hantavirus that's currently being passed around is the only strain that can spread person to person. Glad to see that after COVID, humanity collectively learned absolutely fucking nothing. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Girl, they sent about 40 people that were on the cruise with the hantavirus to all corners of the earth. And they did that before realizing that the people on that ship were exposed to the Andy strain of the hantavirus. You know, the only strain that can spread person to person. So now health officials are contact tracing people across multiple continents playing Where's Fucking Waldo, being like, hey, quick question here. Have you recently been exposed to a rodent apocalypse cruise plague? And the list of people that were sent home include people from the United States. The United fucking States! Why would you let people casually just disembark a ship after people were already dying on the ship from this virus? You couldn't have given it a little more time to figure out which strain of the virus this was? A little more time to actually contain the virus? No. You just sent those bitches home. Now, good news, even though this is the Andy strain and it's spread person to person, it usually requires very close, prolonged contact to spread. But this is also the same virus that can fill your lungs up with fluid and has up to a 50% mortality rate. So I don't really feel any safer knowing that it's harder to spread than COVID because the mortality rate of this virus is up to 47% more. Meanwhile, officials are like, public risk remains low. And to be fair, medically speaking, yeah, they're probably right. Experts are saying that this virus spreads very poorly between people. But after the past 6 years, we still haven't learned. You bitches are dumb. Like, it's actually like you're dumb.
So, are we about to be in another lockdown? Y'all peep this shit. So, everybody is freaking the fuck out about this whole hantavirus shit. But here's the thing. They are telling us not to worry about nothing. They are saying not to worry about anything. We have nothing to worry about, yada, yada, yada. Right? Didn't they say that shit about the vid? They said that shit in 2019. Fast forwarded to 2020. Not only were we in a nationwide, worldwide shutdown, millions of people died because of it. Mainly Americans, really. And then they got the nerve to tell us like, oh, everything was okay with this hantavirus shit, and y'all expect for us to trust that shit. Bitch, no, I'm not trusting that. Like I said, y'all said that shit about the vid 2019. That vid ravaged through my fucking family and took a couple of them. You think I'm finna trust what the fuck they telling us now? Then on top of that shit, have the nerve to not have a CDC like that for real? No, I'm not trusting not a damn thing. So with that being said, y'all have to remember these are the exact same people that told us everything was okay prior to the vid happened. So now we got this little goofy ass hantavirus shit. And they're telling us not to worry about it. Y'all better start using y'all damn common sense when it comes down to shit like this.
Gimli and I think it's really interesting that 3 states are monitoring U.S. passengers returning after the hantavirus outbreak. Oh, 3 states and 3 passengers evacuated after 3 to 4 days. Do you ever see this clip from the coronavirus outbreak?
33 Pennsylvanians who have tested positive for COVID-19. Today we have 33 cases.
There were 33 new cases.
The state of Minnesota today reported 33 new COVID-19 related deaths. There are 33 confirmed cases in Arkansas.
That's the largest single-day increase so far, raising the total to 33.
33.
There were 33 confirmed cases in North Carolina.
So let me show you again. 3 states, 3 passengers, 3 days. Oh, and those 3 passengers, they were the evacuated ones. But there were also 3 confirmed cases. 3 out of the 8. You want to see what 8 can do? Well, it's a nifty little thing when you just split it apart. Well, looky there. You get 2 3s. Maybe you're still naive and don't know what 33 is all about, but it's about the Freemasons. They love that number. And they do a lot of that. They also love the eagle, the bald eagle, in fact. Do you know what the United States national bird is? Well, it just happens to be the bald eagle. I wonder why that is. I wonder. Wondering why the number 33? Well, his tail, as in the dragon, Satan, swept 1/3 of the stars out of the sky and flung them to Earth. And well, stars are symbolic for angels because it's 1/3 of the fallen angels down here. And the fallen angels, well, they're the puppet masters of the Freemasons. Makes you wonder about all the money, right? And how there's eagles on it, and in God we trust. Who God is, right? As in Gadriel, a high-ranking fallen angel or watcher who led Eve astray in the Garden of Eden. Sure, that G stands for Google. And sure, Gad stands for the Most High Heavenly Father. Oh, God can also mean reptile. God means reptile. You know what a reptile is? Well, yes, a serpent is a reptile. Seraphim angels are said to be serpent-like. And the seraphim angels, high-ranking celestial beings who, according to lore, fell from grace due to rebellion or pride. If I was prideful, I'd kind of want to put my name on all the money. Gad, Riel. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes. I'm sure that God means our Heavenly Father. And there were definitely 3 passengers evacuated, and they're definitely monitoring in 3 states. Just like the outbreak happened 3 days after their disembarkment. Entertainment only, of course. I don't think there's a bunch of fallen angels down here controlling the Freemasons, creating a bunch of lies to cause fear and panic, so we're easy to control by telling us what to do on the TV. No, they definitely aren't here. Go check out my All the Presidents Are Alive video if you've never seen it.
So, are y'all believing the CDC said that the American public has nothing to worry about when it comes to this hantavirus and that the risk is very low? I remember what happened during COVID. So if one may ask me, do I believe it? I don't believe it. I don't believe that the risk is low. I don't believe it. So I guess I better start pulling those masks back out. And one may say it's fear-mongering. You can say what you want and feel how you feel, but I can certainly feel how I feel. These days, you just can't play it safe. These days, you just can't trust anyone. So yeah, the CDC says the risk is low. Tell me what y'all think, because I I honestly don't think we should tread lightly on any of this.
All right, HANTAVIRUS update. This is the third update for Thursday, May 7th. This is for all the conspiracy theorists out there, for all the people that were wondering, how come it's just one American guy on the ship that is making social media posts? Well, it no longer is, okay? We now have a Turkish man who has 18.2 million subscribers on YouTube. This is his account. He was one of the 30, 40 passengers that got off at St. Helena Island. And he also just did an interview with ABC News coming out of Australia, I believe. That's where the alert came from that I got. Take a look.
When one of the passengers died during a month-long journey on an expedition vessel, I honestly thought that it was because of the rough ocean conditions.
One of our passengers sadly passed away last night, and hope ended up with no infections, but the ship is safe when it comes to that.
But it turns out the situation was much worse than we were told. I got off the ship on day 24, but this vessel called MV Hondius continued toward its final destination for another 11 days. Just after one day I left the ship, the wife of the person who had died also passed away. And after a third person died, it became clear that there was hantavirus on board.
Now, he goes on to say in the interview that he's very concerned with a lot of people on the ship because many of them are senior citizens. He was one of the very few younger people, which is what we've been hearing because the ship is mainly filled with senior citizens, people that are older, and it would make sense now why we're not getting social media posts. It's a combination of age, people wanting to keep their privacy, makes sense. He is home, he is self-isolating. Next, I got confirmation that 2 people in Texas are being monitored. They were on the ship. I couldn't really find a lot of information about that, but somebody sent me a message from the local CDC in Texas. Yes, there are 2 people. No symptoms at this time. In this message, it said that basically they are asking people to self-isolate here in the US. They're not being forced. They're not being put in some type of quarantine facility or anything like that. They're asking them to stay home, to take their temperatures every single day, and to report any symptoms. I don't know how long they've been asked to do this for, and it's not clear whether or not these people have work, have jobs, or not, but that's what's happening there. Basically, there are people from, I think, 10 or 12 different countries at this point, all over the world, that have people that left from the ship on St. Helena Island around the end of April that are now home self-isolating. As far as the flight attendant in Amsterdam, the person in France that was on the plane, still I cannot find actual official confirmation that the 2 of them have gotten positive test results, but both of them are experiencing symptoms. But I think we kind of know where this is going to end. You know, it'd be nice to find out that one of them just has the flu or something, but yeah, they have symptoms. We know where this is going. Also, in Spain, for the people getting off the ship that are Spanish nationals, when the ship docks in Tenerife, they are being asked if they want to voluntarily quarantine. They will not be forced into quarantine at the military hospital. So, okay. And yes, the leader of the Canary Islands is still vehemently opposing the docking of this ship. That's all I have. I hope this is the last update of the day because I still want to have a nice day. And I'm trying to sit in my little garden on my balcony. Bye.
Bitch, why they said this new virus is taking motherfuckers out and it's a 50% chance that your hoe ass gon' if you catch it? Hoe, is you cool? Like, y'all already doing too fucking much with these gas prices, bitch. Gas is high as giraffe pussy. Motherfucking gas is $3.90 fucking 9. I'm blown away by this shit. I'm fucking speechless. If food keep going up, if the gas keep going up, ain't nobody gonna be alive around this motherfucker from starvation and not being able to go to fucking work so they can buy the high-ass food. Then on top of this, we gotta worry about a fuck-ass virus. Y'all doing too fucking much now. God damn, why this shit have to happen when I get the fuck grown? Why that bitch-ass shit couldn't happen when I was a kid? Everything fucking fall apart now when I'm fucking almost 40 years old. And all I seen was chaotic shit going on while I've been grown. Ain't nothing good happened in my adulthood. Everything fucked up. It started with us. 9/11. That was some bullshit. God dang. I must have had hoes. I'm finna go lay the fuck down.
Now, the hantavirus has been confirmed in 3 states in the United States. So here's everything that we know. Now, according to the New York Times, the hantavirus has made it to 3 states in the United States. That's California, Georgia, and Arizona. That's where I live, Arizona. Now, according to the New York Times, they stated that those individuals are being monitored by their regional health departments. So the Arizona Department of Health, California, and Georgia. Now, that is not all, because according to the BNO News, a French citizen who was isolated but was on that plane. So now we have more confirmed cases. They were on that plane to Johannesburg, and they have been confirmed to have contracted hantavirus. And I wish that were all, but I'm showing you these articles so you can read them yourself. The flight attendant on that flight from Johannesburg has also contracted hantavirus. And finally, 40 passengers from that cruise have disembarked. According to the Dutch officials, authorities have not confirmed where they are now. So just to be aware, you should be masking up now. Do not wait until you have a cough. Mask up now. If you are going to have any flights anytime soon, mask up. If you're going to be in any tight, close spaces, meetings, anywhere, just wear a mask. Do all the research that you want to do, but just be clear. If you're in the United States, I'm talking about us. We don't got no PPE gear. There is no vaccine and there is no help coming. You have to wear a mask, period. The mortality rate is 40%. Okay? Just want to leave on that note.
Okay, breaking news. If I call your name, you've been compromised.
No.
Britain, Canada, Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, New Zealand, St. Kitts and Nevis, Singapore, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey, and the United States. These are the 12 countries the WHO have just informed their nationals have returned home after being on the cruise ship.
Girl, so it's being reported that the first case of the hantavirus was diagnosed in fucking Israel. Bitch, those motherfuckers are not beating the allegations that they are the problem. I'm just saying.
It is confirmed 23 people who were on the ship have gotten off the ship. They got off the ship 10 days after the first sign of illness. They supposedly have been walking around Spain for up to 2 weeks. Everybody went back home to their respected areas. There are people with the virus, people who are infected with the virus in Georgia, California, Texas, Virginia, and Arizona. That is confirmed. The government is tracking them down. I feel like the government should be able to find them in 4 seconds. But the government is tracking them down and in hopes to test them and possibly isolate them. We are in a bad situation because supposedly they have been home already for over 2 weeks. So this is going to be interesting to see if it spreads throughout the U.S. rapidly, spreads at all. I'm not sure, but I don't know if this is also a distraction from the government as a tactic to hide whatever they're planning on doing right now. There's a lot to think about. Unfortunately, I really can't. I don't know because I don't trust anything they say. So I'm trying to use my own knowledge and read as much as possible. But there's a media outlet in Spain called El País who released this information. It is confirmed that everybody is back at their respected homes, and they have been home for a couple of weeks now, possibly contaminating others wherever they've gone outside of their house. So with the symptoms not showing for a couple of weeks once you get infected with this virus, as well as the contamination period being 9 weeks, it's going to be a long road. You know, where do they live in Georgia? Like what part? North, Atlanta, South? Nobody knows. You know, did they Did you walk into a public bathroom with them? Did you sit next to them at a restaurant? Have you touched the same gas pump that they touched? There's so many things that to think about, and how this virus is spread. Did they go to work and contaminate the entire business, and then those people went home and did whatever they have to do out in public? And do you see what I'm saying? And it's a giant fucking disaster. So it is confirmed that the hantavirus is in the United States, and I guess we'll hopefully learn more today. I will be reporting back whenever I hear anything new. Thank you guys for all the comments and likes, and just good conversation about this, because we need to talk about this. We need to not be scared, but we need to be smart and use your common sense. Whatever they're telling us on TV and over social media, in my opinion, I think the exact opposite. Do not trust what they say. The government is not our friend. They're not on our side. If you haven't learned that by now, then unfortunately that's on you. You guys have a good day, okay?
I have a master's degree in public health, and I wanted to talk about the hantavirus because of what has been impacting the U.S. regarding public health. If this is going to be a major outbreak and pandemic, we're kind of screwed, because this new administration, this current administration has defunded public health severely, so much so, like, I was impacted by layoffs. My entire team got cut because of grant funding that was cut for the Department of Public Health. So we're kind of screwed. I realized I have nothing to actually say about the hantavirus itself. I was speaking more about our response in case we do have an outbreak. Our funding is so low that it's going to be a challenge, but there are a lot of people looking for jobs. So is this a way to help the economy?
All right, let me explain to you how stupid the world is. If you don't know the hantavirus, supposedly it's this new virus that it was contracted by rodents. This cruise ship all picked it up. Everyone spread to the cruise ship. Why the fuck did we open the doors of the cruise ship and let these guys off to spread it? Not only does Israel have it, but there's other places that have it as well. Georgia has it, I see New York has it. It's spreading. It's gonna keep spreading, and I'm telling you guys right now, get used to it. We need to find a cure quick, because if we do not find a cure quick, we're fucked. It's way more fatal than COVID. I'm nervous. I really, and I am a panic anxiety person. I'm very worried, guys. I really hope that this doesn't really spread like that, and I hope that everyone doesn't get sick.
And let them off the boat. Now they talking about 2 of the residents is in Georgia right now, talking about showing no symptoms. I didn't let these motherfuckers get in the United States. No, is if we shut down, follow me. I'm finna be posting at home, because I feel like we finna have another shutdown. It's coming. Y'all got boats to let people off. Why didn't y'all keep them on the boat? Even if y'all wanted to let it dock, keep them on the boat. They wanted to go over there to Argentina. I feel like that's a personal problem. Like, why everybody gotta suffer because y'all wanted to do that? Y'all let these people off the boat, now y'all talking about they quarantine. Out the health organization, we out of so many I didn't went to the grocery store. Niggas is wearing masks.
So 23 people actually got off that ship that went back to various different countries 2 weeks after they discovered the hantavirus on the ship. Yeah. That's the headline that I just woke up to. And this is all I can think about. I'm consumed by this flood of memories of late 2019 and early 2020. I feel like we just like memory hold all of it because it was so traumatic for everybody. But like, I understand that there's a lot of doctors and like scientists and news outlets that are saying like, okay, it doesn't transmit all that easily from person to person. You have to be in very close contact. There's like a lot of these things that are like downplaying it. Like, okay, it's going to be fine. And listen, I hope that is accurate. I really do. It makes sense. Okay. But I am getting an influx of all these memories of all these same news outlets and all these professionals saying, don't worry about the coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2 that they had found in China. And remember, we were like getting these videos of them in China building hospitals, like makeshift hospitals, because there were so many people that were sick. And we were like, what is going on in China? Like, are you guys seeing these videos? And the American government was like, no, that has nothing to do with anything. It's fine. And, you know, it's just, and then when they admitted that it was actually a virus, then it was like, it was just the flu. Remember, Trump was like, it's just like the flu. It's going to go away. There's only 15 people that have contracted it, and it's just like the flu. And like a miracle, it's going to go away. Remember, in April, it was going to go away, like a miracle. And everyone, like, no, we've traced it, and it's not really a big deal. Don't panic about anything. Everything's fine. Like, and then everything just got worse and worse and worse, until everything had to be shut down because it was so bad. And then remember that like it mutated. The virus mutated because that's what viruses do. So it mutated. So it's not even that like those early predictions by scientists were even wrong. It's just that that's what it was at the time. But then we kept getting these different strains. Remember the Omicron strain? Like, do we remember this? It mutated, and then it became highly transmissible. Like, I feel like I'm living Groundhog Day right now. This is like right before all the shit hit the fan, and Trump was out there lying about it every single day. And here we are again with Trump again.
So right now, this is what is happening. Hantavirus. We don't know how long it is going to get to Africa, because I've not heard any country. I think the only country that I heard is South Africa, and I learned that like the person even died. But we don't know how long it is going to do what get to Africa and other places. I don't know if we are going to go into another lockdown or what. I don't know. But this is what is happening. There is World Cup in America, Mexico, and Canada. What is going to happen to this World Cup? There are a lot of questions that is on my mind. I want to ask. I don't know how the World Cup is going to go. If you are going to go to the World Cup, I don't know how it's going to be. Even the players too, because the players, when they are playing, you know how like you need to tackle people. So this is the issue that we have right now. Listen, it's crazy. It's crazy. They could have just contained this in a ship, but they didn't, and they've allowed people to just dock off to their various countries. And now I learned they are doing what? Tracing people, like the way they did with COVID-19. Some of these viruses or whatever, it is created. We know it is created by human beings, by these same people with whatever agenda they have. We don't even know. They intentionally create this, from HIV to all the sicknesses or the viruses that you can think of. They create it themselves. God did not. God never created these sicknesses for us. It is man-made. Let's see what happens. Thank you so much for watching.